Hi guys, today in my kitchen I am making a curry using the spices you have in your spice cabinet. It is not too spicy, a little sweet, and it goes perfect with my homemade naan bread, which you can see in another video on my channel. It is so good, so delicious, so stay tuned. Welcome to my kitchen and let's see what I am cooking. You will need brown sugar, onion powder, ginger powder, curry powder, and garlic powder, tomato paste, and coconut milk, about 2 cups of chicken broth, some rice. These are optional, but I have a carrot top pesto, butternut squash frozen bag of veg, and naan bread from my channel. I am also defrosting some chicken breast in my microwave oven. We don't need that right away, so it can go for now. So because we want to be efficient in the kitchen, I am going to do this all in one pan. So I'm going to add about 2 to 4 cups, depending on your rice, of water to a pan. If you are unsure, just read the package directions. I am going with 4 cups because rice can always soak up a lot. So now I am just going to bring this to a boil on high, add in my rice and cover and simmer until it is done. I'll see you back here when it's ready unless I have any other tip. I guess I had one tip, so if you feel like your rice is getting too dry, you can always add in more water. Don't be afraid to do that and just let it simmer away until all the water is absorbed. Well, that goes. Just make sure you have your serving dishes or storage containers, whatever you are going to use it for, whether it's right away and you're doing this on a serving dish or in storage containers for later. Make sure you have those ready. I should also point out, if you do want to make your rice in like an instant pot or a separate pot even, you can also go ahead and do that if that's more efficient for you. I'm basing it off less dishes. And now that my water is boiling, I am going to turn it down to a simmer and add in my rice. Give the rice a quick stir just so it doesn't stick together. Maybe a little bit more. You can season this with salt if you want, but I find the flavor from the curry is good on its own. Now just cover that, keep an eye on it, and once the water dries up, just test your rice to make sure it's cooked through. Mine will take about 5 to 10 minutes, I'm guessing, and then it'll be done. And we'll move on to putting this in our serving dish or our storage bowls, and then we'll move on to the curry. So now that we have the rice going, I am simply just going to chop our chicken into smaller chunks. And I did say rice, right? Hopefully I did. I'll see in the playback, I guess. We are just going to slice up our chicken. We are going to brown it after we get our rice out of the pan with some oil. I'll show you how to do that in a second here. And yes, I defrosted the chicken for too long, sorry. Didn't mean to. Just open your cans while you're waiting. I have measured out another 2 cups of water into that because I didn't shop for diced tomatoes or crushed tomatoes. I am simply just going to add all my tomato paste into the water to kind of make like a faux crushed tomato, if you will. And then we're going to stir that in with a bit brown sugar. I am using a small can, about 156 millimeters of tomato paste, and about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, not packed. Now let's quickly check on my rice to make sure it isn't burning. It's not, so we're all good. Let's just see. Oh, it's getting softer quicker than I expected. So just gonna carefully give this a stir. And by the way, when your rice is done and absorbed all the water, you want it to steam for about 10 to 15 minutes, but upwards of 20 for some rices even. But if you're doing it in a storage container, you can just take one of the lids, put the rice in, and place the lid on top to help it steam. Now my rice is done, so like I said before, you can always put it in a storage container with the lid ajar on top, and that's what I'm doing here. Otherwise, just let it steam in the pan for about 10 to 15 minutes. I am simply just going to remove the lid, and I am going to let these steam in my containers until the remaining water soaks in. Just pop the lid on top. Yeah. I do sing a lot. So I gave my pan a quick rinse. I am just gonna put the heat on a medium heat and add in some oil in our pan. And then we're just gonna brown the chicken. We're not gonna cook it all the way through. But that'll be okay because it'll finish cooking in the sauce, which we'll just throw on top of the chicken right away. We won't even have to remove the chicken. So let's just slide everything but the juices in from our chicken. If you have a rotisserie chicken, you can even put that in here too. I should also point out, if you don't have coconut milk, I was going to use like milk for this, so you can do that, or even like a soy milk or an almond milk. While your chicken goes, you can get your spices ready. If you want to use like fresh onions, fresh garlic, or fresh ginger, just make sure to grate them or chop them before you put them in. Now we are simply just gonna give this a bit of a brown, which doesn't mean to cook or to caramelize. It just means get it like a little bit like golden, if you will, because chicken will golden when it's cooking. So just give it a little bit of a golden, and then we'll just add in our sauce on top and anything else you might be using. But first, we are going to start by toasting our spices. You can do anywhere from half a tablespoon to a full teaspoon of curry powder. I made my own mix and it is way better. And then just a small amount of ginger, about 1/4 of a teaspoon. I like to do about a half a teaspoon, or no, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder and 1 tablespoon of onion powder. And I'm feeling spicy today, so I'm gonna go for more of a tablespoon of curry powder. And then you're just gonna toast that till you smell the fragrance come out of that. And then we are going to add in our juices, our sauces. Yeah, I can already smell it. So add that in. Add in our coconut milk or nut-free or dairy-free alternative, sorry. Don't worry, I won't waste anything in the can either. I'll give that a rinse in a second. And finally, our chicken broth. So the secret with this curry sauce is that we're going to use it for multiple recipes. If you don't want to use the curry sauce on its own for like eggs on toast, you can also do just a bit of curry powder. But I will show you that in the next episode or one of the next episodes, because I will be doing like a curry-based egg on toast to switch it up. Oh, and I almost forgot. I am gonna add in some pesto. I know that sounds weird, it does to me too. I'm just trying out something to experiment in the kitchen. And if you wanna follow along on that journey, you can add pesto to yours too. If you don't want to add the pesto, don't worry, you can just leave it out. And then of course our veg. So I am doing plenty of veg in mine just because I have it. You can add as much veg or butternut or any type of veg to this as you want. Chickpeas and beans is a great addition to this, but make sure you rinse them first. And now we are just going to give this a stir and bring it to a boil. And we're going to cook this until our chicken is cooked through. We'll test for seasoning as soon as the chicken's cooked. So we'll test that after this boils for a bit. I decided I'm gonna do a flour slurry because I like a thick curry. Need to get more flour, as a matter of fact. It's a good thing I have some more flour in my pantry. It always comes in handy having excess stock. So I'm just gonna add a couple of cups into my container here for easy access, and then we'll continue after this. So just add enough flour that it makes a nice paste. So I like doing quite a bit because I like a really thick curry. So we'll see where this gets us. Maybe I added a bit too much flour. That's okay. Just adjust with some water and vice versa. And now that our chicken has cooked through for about 10 minutes on the stove top of boiling, I am going to add in my slurry. Maybe after I taste the sauce, I'll mix it in. 1 second. Needs a bit more curry powder in my opinion. And of course, this goes without saying, don't be afraid to adjust your seasoning as it is cooking. You just need to cook it for a few more minutes if you do that, just to cook the rawness out of the spices. If you feel like this needs a little seasoning, you can also season this with salt and pepper. And if push comes to shove, you can always add a curry paste, which you can find at a store, or you can make your own, but it's cheaper to just buy it if you don't need a lot of it. So a couple examples of curry paste you can use in this if you do decide to use it is just some Thai curry paste, or you can go more India style with it and you can use like a butter chicken or a tikka or something like that. But just so you know, if you can afford it, definitely get a curry paste just in case. Mine turned out perfectly, so I don't have to worry about that. And you'll know when any curry is done because you'll start seeing oils come to the top of your curry, and that's how you know it is fully cooked and that you can take it off the heat and serve it. with either non-rice or both, or a side of vegetables like a salad would be good here too, or some freshness. Of course, mine is already done, so I'm just gonna take it off the heat after I did all my adjustment, and I am just gonna serve this now. Now all I'm doing is I'm gonna reserve some of the fluid from this curry, the curry sauce. I'm going to reserve some of it for a recipe I'll be making next week to do with eggs and toast. So stay tuned for that. I'll try to link it below if I remember. Hold me accountable if I don't. Let me get you a final shot with the curry and I'll try it for you. Now let's try it out if I had a fork. If you want, this is my non-bread recipe. Mine is still kind of defrosting, but for appearance purposes, I just put it there. And I am gonna try my curry now and see how it is. Remember, I did taste test this, so I already know it's gonna be good. So this is so flavorful. It is nice and thick, which is what I like in curry. The vegetables are tender and the chicken is just so succulent. I highly recommend you go try this. And until next time, a banana. I've never loved anything more than I love you.